Alright, you got it whenever.
Damn.
Let him go.
Sorry, bro. What's good? It's your boy DJ Alcide, man. Catch me live on LFOD Radio, rocking with the whole team. Amanda, A-Ball, the homie Uncle Sam. You already know what it is, representing the Good Music Showcase series. And we showing love to all the local artists. Plus, we got a lot of other dope things we talking about, man. Come through.
You rocking out with LFOD.
Tune in to LFOD Radio.
LFOD Radio.
LFOD Radio, live free or die. It's the Vets.
It's the Vets.
You are now tuned in to Live Free or Die Radio. I am your host, Uncle Sam. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2019. We got DJ Alcide coming on shortly. This is episode 143. If you're not familiar with Alcide, you're about to be. He is a Boston area, I would say New England DJ. I've seen him in other cities, states, etc. He moves around, does a lot, plays a lot of music, local stuff, international stuff. He is the founder of the Good Music Showcase series, and he does a lot, and he's got a lot to talk about. But before we bring him in here, we do have Miss Amanda Shea.
Yo, yo.
And the one and only A-Ball.
Yo.
With us as well.
How you doing?
Good. You guys were just comparing clothing there.
We were. I was supposed to put on my Good Music shirt, but I didn't do it.
You can wear whatever you want here, man.
Word. Okay, I feel better about myself now.
Yeah, but DJ Alcide brought us some shirts, so you should definitely rock it.
I agree.
I put mine on immediately,
Yeah.
period.
It was nice that he brought you guys shirts.
I know.
It was nice. I felt bad. I felt awkward about changing my shirt in public, just because I always feel awkward about that sort of thing. Like, no one's ever expecting you to rip your shirt off, right?
No.
Nobody.
There's usually like warnings prior to that happening. I feel like there's a build up.
I guess upon me being handed the shirt, it might have indicated that I was about to change the shirt.
That was my assumption.
You can flex your privilege a bit there and just go for it.
Yeah, the nipple privilege.
Okay, that turned very awkward.
Anyway, Live Free or Die Radio. So if you guys did not hear the Boston Rise episode, that is up right now on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, LFODradio.com, iHeartRadio, anywhere pretty much you could get a podcast. We just got added to Podcast Republic.
Nice.
Whenever I talk to people, I'm like, where do you listen to podcasts? And they're like, here. And they look it up. If they can't find us, I have to go find them and figure out how to contact those people. So if you have Podcast Republic, you can hear us there now as well. That episode, the Hoop Hop episode, Hoop Hop signups end next Friday. Next Monday, May 27th. Hoop Hop signups are done.
And what are they signing up for again?
To play on a team. If you want to play in Hoop Hop on August 17th, 2019, you need to sign up by next Monday. Get your name on there. So shout out to Bakari. They're doing a great thing over there. That's up. The Cheese Bankroll episode. If you can feel it, you can speak it. Dust Collectors, Real P, Bobby Bangers, Red Shades. There's been a lot. There has been quite a few interviews this year. We cranked it up. We used to do an interview every other week, and we've pretty much been doing every week for the last 4 months. So there is a lot going on, as well as extra bars, hashtag extra bars everywhere. And let us know if you're tuned in. Let us know what you think at LFOD Radio everywhere, _ on Twitter, or you could just hashtag LFOD Radio and we'll find you. Submissions at LFODradio.com if you are an artist. This is the last guest of season 5. This is it.
It's crazy.
So we're going to be... It flew. We're going to be playing a ton of music over the summer, getting ready for next season. So if you want to get in, now is the time to send us those records. Let us play them, see how people react. Clean records. We publish those the playlists every month online, so you get a nice little, social media photo, clout. So you can do that as well. And shout out to Darren. He is the newest Patreon member. He signed up this week, so shout out to Darren.
Shout out Darren.
Another one. The group is growing. When we get to 150 people, we're throwing a free concert. So it's pretty cool.
Tell all your friends.
Yeah, just support. It's like you can get in for whatever. It's just a strength in numbers thing. We want to keep track. And the ill thing, I was telling someone, and they really responded to this. The ill thing is we're going to be like kind of doing votes, like asking for feedback and stuff. So you can, if you're a member of this, you can literally control the show, like where we go, who we talk to, what we do, pretty much anything. It's going to be an experiment. It's going to be a cool one. So check that out if you haven't. Patreon.com/LFOD life. What have you guys been up to? I have a lot to talk about, but Amanda, what have you been doing? You had a show like 2 hours ago?
I did.
I hear it in your voice.
It was great. It's weird because, like, on my way here, I'm like, yeah, gearing up, and then I get here and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm talking again. No, it was beautiful. I'm actually really excited for tonight because I really want to ask, like, DJ Alcide, like, mad questions. But, yeah, I just came from the Boston Athenaeum, which is over there on Beacon Street. And I'm still, like, processing. Like, it was beautiful. It was heavy. It was just a lot, like the space itself aesthetically is beautiful. But it's just hard for people of color to see certain, like, images, statues, paintings, things like that. It's just, like, very reminiscent, brings you back to, the struggle that we're still very much in today. So, yeah, I'm just trying to process that. Other than that, like, it was just a beautiful space for everybody to be in together. I think to hear what everybody had to say. I think Portia O, Free, Khadijah, Pedro, Reggie Gibson, like, gave their all. It was really, really beautiful. Shout out my guys at Massive Media out in Brockton who came all the way from Brockton to film this 1 hour like performance. So I am super grateful for them because they probably took longer in traffic to get there than the show was, but it just shows you, like, just the love and respect and support that you have from people. It was really cool. It was breaking new barriers. This weekend was packed. I hosted Flowed and Glowed Up event at the Mad Music Mill. What did I do Sunday and what did I do Friday? Everything is a blur.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff coming up that's probably why I can't remember the stuff I just came from. But shout out everybody that I did see over the weekend. And, like, to be honest, I'm excited for Boston Answering. Like, I'm super excited for that. So, yeah, that's this weekend. So that's all I can
What
really
night
think
is that?
about.
Is that Friday?
That is Saturday at the Strand in Dorchester.
Nice.
Yeah, I have one more performance before the end of May, and then I'm done until about mid-June. So
cool.
Yeah, a little break is good.
Who else is on that bill?
So that's Red Shades, thrown by Hip Story, Cliff Notes, Quincy, Forte, and hosted by Priscilla.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I caught everybody. I'll look again, but
Boston
I'm pretty sure
Answering.
that's everybody. Yeah, I'm, like, really, really excited for that. Like, the fact that it's being thrown on the same day as Boston Calling is just brilliant. I've been seeing all of the articles being written, WBUR, Boston.com. It's been getting, like, a lot of press, which is really cool. And I think it was on NECN today, matter of fact. So, like, it's cranking. It's a good time to be in the
city. Glad someone's done it. People have been talking about, we should do this for a while, and it's cool to see someone do it and people respond to it. We'll be at both, I guess. So that'll be a good weekend. A-Ball, you're leaving on Saturday.
I am leaving. It's sad. Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm gonna go live in a tent for 3 months, and I'm gonna take care of the earth.
That's so cool. In
the most general of terms.
That's so cool.
I'm doing conservation work, so either they haven't divvied up the jobs yet, but either stream restoration, or forest thinning, or trail cutting. And I think you gotta sort of, like, figure out where you can cut a trail so that you don't, like, interrupt the environment that
Absolutely.
much. And there's all this, a lot of it is going to be, like, actual, like, hacking down trees and then, digging up the dirt and making a trail, I imagine. Or just, basically what they're telling me is, like, you're going to cut down trees, like, most likely.
A lot of physical labor.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the ground. Mm-hmm. And you'll be in New Mexico.
I will, yeah. Cimarron, New Mexico, Philmont Scout Ranch. I don't know if anyone out there has heard of it, but yeah, it's out there. Yeah.
New Mexico's beautiful, man. I love it.
Yeah,
their slogan is something enchantment, and it really is an enchanted place. Like, there's a lot of, you can feel it.
You were the one telling me about New Mexico.
It's cool. I think you're gonna like
magical.
it a lot.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody about that. I'm like, oh man, somebody told me, like, there's spirits out there. There's spirits out there in the cactus.
Oh yeah, when I was out there, dudes were saying they've like literally seen shapeshifters, and like everyone's got stories, and it's just a wild type of place.
Wow.
You'll like it a lot, man. That's awesome. And you won't have any Wi-Fi or cell service or anything for 3 months, basically.
For some time. I should be able to like check social media maybe every 10 days, but yeah. I'll be in sparse touch, to say the least.
That's so cool.
So we got to drop his IGTV video soon then, so you can see it.
Yeah.
We just shot a little something with A-Ball, so stay tuned for what's coming.
I'm excited.
I don't know what we're going to call it. It's not quite extra bars, but
something.
Hey, extra bounce. I don't know. We'll come up with something. Anyway, before we get Alcide in here, I just got to shout out some people. I was up at Rap Night on Sunday, which was great to reconnect with everyone up there. John Hope was performing. Hadn't seen him since we interviewed him a while back, and I'd never seen him live, so shout out John. He had a great set. It was good to reconnect with him. And Luke Bars and Giles were out there. Lord Felix. We've been bumping into more Brockton cats making moves, which is good.
I love Lord Felix.
So
videos are insane.
They were up there doing their thing. So that happened on Sunday, and I'm sure something else happened similar to you.
Well, I remember now. So Friday night, I don't know how I could forget, but I was at one of the best performances ever, which was the Dutch Rebelle show at the Oberon on Friday. Oh my gosh. Dope. Like, she had Hefe Replay, she had Marcella Cruz, she had Armandi Music, she had Trend in Motion. DJ Real P was the DJ. It was just a really dope performance, like from beginning to end. So I just wanted to shout that out. Saturday was the Floating Gloat event, and then on Sunday I was up in Brockton at this event called Mindfest, where it's an organization that is based on mental illness and mental illness awareness and educating the community. And I just want to say shout out to them and their whole team: Teresa, Ari, Dom, Chris. Everybody was just so cool. DJ Slick Vic was in the building on the ones and twos, so it was really nice to see her. And then on Sunday we shot a video with Oompa. Oh, and Photo Comfort was the other person on the Boston answering.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Okay, nice. I got it all in.
Boom, you got it. Boom. And Saturday I was at the You Want the Works, their launch party.
Oh, yeah.
Juana is launching. You want to follow at You Want the Works. She's launching a new series, and once a month it's going to be an artist education type series. The first one is June 27th, and they're going to be going over music licensing and things like that.
That's so dope.
Bringing in bigger industry connections to discuss the process, and maybe even get your music in some people's hands. And she's got different pieces along the way that she's set up for the rest of the summer. So shout out to Juana. There's a lot of cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
Very excited about all of it. And we gotta play some music. So in addition to John Hope, Luke Bars, Giles, and all them. Oh, Self Serve did a beat set. We're going to be putting that up on IGTV too. That's all going to be on the at LFOD Life page, though. That's where all the concert footage and stuff lives. And Self Serve was fire. We all know that, though. Or I know it. Hopefully everyone will know it soon. But I also ran into Ill by Instinct, who did his thing. The Cypher was live. He just dropped a new album, and they sent me the cleans that night. They sent me 4. I don't know which we're going to go with. We're going to do Back in Biz. This is produced by 8 Bizza. We'll be back with Alcide shortly after this. You are tuned in to Live Free or Die Radio. All right, we are back on Live Free or Die Radio. That was More Life, Trippy Tomlinson. Before that, Superstar Snook with Cinco de Mayo. He'll be back, hopefully, for the Alumni Cypher Series, which we're getting ready to do this July. He was part of the ST and EMS Cypher last year. And then Ill by Instinct back in biz. And now we have DJ Alcide.
What's good? What's good?
What's happening, man?
Coolin', man. You know, on the go. Glad to be here. Glad y'all having me, man.
Yeah. You're on point. You got the merch. You're rocking the lace. You're rocking the LFOD.
Facts.
You're about
and
it.
that's not just because I'm here. I literally had this on today.
Not facts.
Dead serious.
I see the photos.
I watch your stories. I'm like, I totally watch your stories.
What's happening, man? You're doing a lot right now.
Just on the go, building the Good Music Showcase series, and just, you know, staying cool, calm, and collective as, you know, as I could be, and also expanding at the same time. You know what I mean? Taking the showcase on the road, different markets, different cities. You know what I mean? So it feels good.
Yeah, you went from first Saturday of every month.
Yeah, Maggie's Lounge in Quincy.
To what's it looking like now?
Oh man, well right now, shout out to Mass Wave. We do a collaborative with them once a month at Wonder Bar, and I've been doing select venues like throughout New England and abroad. Like we just did one at the Well in Brooklyn last month, and we have one coming up this Thursday at Studio Lounge in Providence. So we're trying to take it all around. We went from one showcase a month to 3, so you know the workload is there, but hey, it's all good. We're ready. We're ready to keep it moving, ready to keep expanding. You know.
Yeah, shout out Studio Lounge. That's who Cheese was talking about when he was on here.
Shout out Cheese Bankroll, man.
Yeah, shout out
the homie.
Providence and all that. I think I met him at Good Music.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, man. He definitely, when we first started doing the showcase, he was definitely a mainstay. You know what I mean? It's good to see where he's at with it now. You know what I mean? So it's cool. You know, and all the other artists who have been with us throughout the years. You know.
Do you have any idea how many artists have passed through?
I couldn't tell you, hundreds, man, if not up to over a couple thousand now. I mean, we've been going hard for 4 years, you know, so it's definitely a blessing to still be here, still be consistent, still be doing our thing for the city, you know, and we're definitely not going to stray away from that. We're just taking it on the road to other markets, you know, and still spreading that love, but we'll always be, you know, for the local artistry, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we all appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I think that's why we vibe.
Absolutely, man. You already know, man. Years in the game.
He is. So you're still going to keep it based in Quincy, South Shore?
Absolutely. We've been there 4 years. Shout out Maggie's Lounge, you know what I mean? I'm all about consistency, you know what I mean? I would love to do more venues, but absolutely we're always going to keep it with the family, you know what I mean? You don't get 4 years at every venue, you know what I mean? So just for that loyalty alone, we're going to stay loyal and still continue to do shows at Maggie's while also exploring other markets.
Did they have any idea what they were getting into?
Not sure, but they know now. Yeah, yeah, I mean,
so it's always cool to see a venue take a chance like that, though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, and the whole team that we have, you know, my host Jazz, we got Kay Freezy doing the photography, we got the homie Shimmy doing the videography. So it's dope. We have a nice solid team. We have the live band that also is with us as well. They only do Maggie's because we just want to keep it that way. We want to keep it, you know, the live band there, and then you know, it's just great. It's just been a great ride, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us, you know?
Yeah. So there's an artist tuned in right now who's saying, how do I get to be a part of this? Mm-hmm. What do they do? Where do they follow? How do they reach out?
Just contact me. Or, you know, you can DM the showcase, which is at Good Music Showcase Series, but you can also submit to my email, which is alcidemusic@gmail.com. There is a selection process. You know, we don't just put people on stage. We have to preview your music, check your EPK, make sure you're solid, and so as long as everything's good, you know, we can definitely discuss getting on one of the many shows we have coming up in the future. Absolutely.
Yeah. And a fan tuned in wondering what it's like. How would you describe it?
You mean the experience at the Good Music Showcase series? Just live, man. Very live. We like to party, have a good time, and I think the way we blend the artists as well too, because we have artists from all over. Not just local artists. We have artists that come in from different cities. We have artists that we have female artists, male. It's just crazy what we do. We have R&B. We have hip hop. It's not just a hip hop showcase. It's a talent showcase. It's much more than just a showcase. It's a vibe, you know what I mean? It's a feeling, Yeah. I don't think you can get what we do anywhere else. So I think that's why we're still here,
You don't see a lot of those type of like quote unquote showcases have longevity like that.
Yeah, man. That's always been our mainstay, and we're gonna keep it going for as long as we can.
Yeah.
So this isn't like an open mic. You have to contact. You guys plan out the shows.
Absolutely. Yep. We pick the artists as a selection process. We usually, we definitely try to keep our lineup booked at least 3 months in advance. Like I have. I keep a solid lineup. I try to really stay in tune with local artistry and what's going on, and who's popping, who's the fresh faces are, and we always like to bring back a couple legends too to the stage, and you never know who's gonna be on stage with us. That's the best part about it, and I think that's why we've lasted so long, and we don't see any end in sight. We're gonna keep it going every month. We're gonna keep expanding. We're gonna keep going down the coast, man. There's so much more coming. There's so much more I want to say about it, but we're gonna keep that under wraps. Summer's coming. Just stay tuned. Submit and then just stay tuned.
Yeah, make sure you tag LFOD Life and whatever you're doing. And we'll share those flyers.
Got you.
We're basically filling up the feed there, and that's the goal. So.
Got you, my man.
Amanda had wild questions for you.
I mean, I wouldn't say that they were wild. Basically, you kind of answered two of them because I wanted to know if you had like a team that you were working with. And I know, K-Fresh, I know Jazz, I know Shimmy, and all of them, but I didn't know if there was more, if you were planning on expanding that. Like, are you looking for because you don't really need social media management, clearly. Like, I watch your stories all the time, but I guess what my thing is to ask you is how are you keeping your pulse on the scene? Like, you're saying that you're checking out new people, but what are your methods of madness behind that? How do you find people, and how do you put them on to the showcase inevitably?
I just say it takes a lot of hard work, but I also go to other shows too. I link with other showcases. I actually listen to a lot of local artist music, so it's really not that hard. I've been, even before we've done the showcase, I've been DJing for 13 years in Boston, and that alone should be enough for me to have enough of a good idea of what's going on out here in the city, who's making noise, and who belongs on the Good Music Showcase series stage. And I think that's always just been how we've been able to do that, because it can be tough doing a month by month basis, but I haven't really seen any issues, because there's so many dope artists out there. There's so much talent out there. There's no shortage of talent to put on stage. So it's really not difficult. It's just all in picking who for what given show, what given month.
Would you say you try to seek out the artists a lot, or do you get artists coming to you?
A little bit of both, to be honest. I work with a lot of artists already too, so I meet artists all the time. So if I hear a nice artist, it's nothing for me to book you. I've booked artists from South by Southwest, Art Basel, just on the road, and I've brought them back here to perform. So
that's dope.
It's not hard, man. It's just, if that's what you're into, if that's what you want to do, it's gonna come easy to you. You know what I mean?
Where are you? So you say you've been traveling a lot this past month. Where are some of the places you've been?
This past month, no, I've been home as opposed to festivals or anything. But we did do the show in Brooklyn. That was a great time. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. Shout out to homie Frank Knight. They had a great showcase they did out there, and they put us as a part of it. It was Boston to Brooklyn. It was really good, man. It was a great first show for on the road. Our first show on the road was in Brooklyn. Dope start.
We'll take that alley-oop. You can check out the Frank Knight interview on LFOD Radio.
That's my guy. He's definitely on his grind, man. He's definitely on his grind. Shout out him and his whole team, man. We had a great time. He actually came and did one of our showcases, and then he took us on the road with him. So hey, I'm forever thankful for that. You know?
Build.
That's another question I had for you too, is like, you are really invested in people, I see. And like, you pride yourself a lot on your stories about like how it's not hard to contact DJs and you're constantly dropping gems. Have you ever considered like being like, you know, your own kind of like management, like, you know, kind of like label type of thing, since you're already like out here and you're traveling and you're meeting so many artists? Why wouldn't you potentially like create a platform where
to be honest, I don't mean to cut you off, but to be honest, I have done that multiple times. There's been times where I have definitely managed a few artists. Shout out my guy Darius Haywood, that's another artist I rock with, from Brockton. I've definitely represented some artists here and there, but to be honest, in this game, it has to be a full-scale campaign. I'm not going to get behind something that I feel is, you know, a fly-by-night type deal. You know what I mean? If we're gonna do it that way, we need a team, we need a squad, we need resources, and we need a plan and goals. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's taken a while for things to go to the next level with that. But I mean, right now I've met so many artists that's definitely something that I see that I'll end up doing, you know, probably by this summer, you know what I mean? So that's definitely in the plan. That's definitely been on my mind, and it's definitely something I've done before. But moving forward and doing that, it definitely has to be a full-scale plan. Like, it'll be something that I would probably put the showcase to the side for a little bit to put in, because that's how much I would rock with an artist if it ends up being in that sort of deal. You know what I mean?
It's a full-time job, for
absolutely.
Sure. And you got to be on top of that.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, yeah.
But right now, showcase, that's what we're on. You know what I mean? That's what we're on, bro.
So you're the reason Darius Haywood's on 24 and 24.
That was, and I really, really thank you for doing that. That was a really dope experience.
An artist last minute. We're like, we need someone who can come in at 4 a.m. and do a record. And you were like, yo, because you had hit me up earlier, like, if you have any openings, if anything happens, like, I got you. And I think I hit you like that week or something. I was like, do you have someone at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning? And
he beat me there and he killed it. Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah. I actually got on the track. That was just really dope. Yep. You know, I don't do that too often, so it was good to actually be a part of the song, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the connection back then, so that makes sense.
He got him in. Everyone else on the album had already done an LFOD radio interview. That was how you got onto it. And then we had done stuff. You had done showcases with us before, so we had done things together. So it was weaved in enough that it wasn't, you know, super random.
Yeah.
But, and then we got him on right after.
It was like a party in there that day.
Yeah, it was wild. We're going to do it again when we have 300 people rocking with us on the Patreon.
Absolutely. You know, I'm ready.
I know you are. I know you are. What artists are you rocking with, like, as a fan right now?
Locally? Oh, man.
Anything, but that too.
There's too many to name, but I'll go with my birthday brother, my birthday twin, High Key Random. He's definitely doing this thing. His whole movement, High Key Random, Jovian Martian, Hustle Killer, all the dudes they're running with right now, I kind of love their energy. They've ripped my last like 3 or 4 showcases, and every single time it's just been crazy. So I'm definitely feeling what they're doing right now, and I think he just signed a deal with Brand Nation Media too, so that's gonna be, look out for some dope things that come from them, man. They're definitely doing their thing, and they'll be rocking with me Thursday night in Providence too.
That's what's up.
Shout out High Key, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's the homie, man.
So I saw him for the first time at the showcase too.
His energy's bananas.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, he goes in.
It's crazy.
And then I haven't linked up with Hustle Killer yet, but we've been talking online about a bunch of stuff. They seem like they're about it for sure.
Yeah, man, solid team. You know, they got the right mind for the music game and the merch game. So, you know, they got a bright future, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
I'm all ears.
Totally got this.
Oh no,
all right. So you do the good music showcase. Do you got? So you said it's not just hip hop.
Yeah.
Do you do like spoken word artists? Do you do dancers?
Yeah. Dancers, no, that actually would be a dope idea, though. We'll talk about that later after
We'll talk
after the interview. But yeah, I do all kinds of different things. Like in February, we do an all-ladies show, which is dope, which is an all-ladies cast, and they always have a great time with that, and they always kill it. We're looking to do some more things moving forward, though. We're definitely going to do like an Afro beats one showcase, like a dance hall showcase. There's so many other genres out there, and there's so many. That's another thing too. Like I know so many other artists in other genres that kind of don't get that shine, or kind of don't know where to go to still do their music because they feel everything is so hip hop dominated. You know, we are the showcase that you can come and rock out. If you're a producer, you can come play your beats. If you know what I mean, you can do all those things. You know, I have complete control. So, you know, anything that's definitely hot and popping, we're gonna make it happen. You know what I mean?
Speaking of different genres, you play a lot of different gigs as well.
Absolutely.
So
man.
sometimes I'll click your thing and is that a 100-foot Olympic swimming pool? Is that a marble statue? What's the wildest gig you've done? Sometimes you're on yachts. I don't even know where you are. It always looks warm.
Lately, the last crazy one I did was in South by Southwest. That was great because I thought it was just going to be a regular time, because I've been to South by Southwest probably since 2014 straight. So I've been there for some years. So this time I thought, we're going to go do our one too. I ended up in the hills of like Westlake, Texas for like 2 days straight. No phone, no internet, nothing. But we were on like this compound, and there were just different areas of just craziness going on. Like there's a showcase here, there's a showcase by the pool where you saw the marble pool, there's another showcase at one of the small townhouses. So that was a really dope experience. It was definitely more business than fun, but we didn't mind it, man. We hit the strip on the third day and it was like, whatever. It wasn't as fun as the first 2 days. So shout out everybody that was involved. Shout out Capital Front Booking too. Chris definitely threw a great show, three great shows that weekend at South by. It's just great to go to something like that where it's more festival grounded, but when you go, you're not even at the festival. You're in the hills doing showcases somewhere else. So it was a really dope experience. I can't wait to get back down there next year because I know we're gonna do something even bigger.
So you're all in on South by Southwest.
Yeah, I mean, 6 years straight now. It's growing. And it being down there has taught me more about the shows I do up here too, because there's showcases every 2 doors is another showcase. So you learn a lot and you see a lot, and you also meet a lot of artists. I'm definitely bringing up a few artists from Texas just because of how dope last South by Southwest was. So,
is there another region or another festival or something going on that's a little bit underground now that you think is going to pop in a similar way?
Right now, I mean, between South by and anything else, probably A3C in Atlanta. That's definitely growing more and more every year. It's getting bigger. It's more hip hop, but I see every year they're adding more elements to it. So I definitely think they'll grow more. There's so many. There's Art Basel in Miami. That's another dope thing. It's more art centered, but everybody comes down, and there's so many different showcases going on there too. There's a lot of them, man. Hopefully we can be a part of our own someday too. You know what I mean? We definitely need to do something like that in Boston, like a real festival where it's local artist centered and it's local business centered. You know what I mean? And that would be really dope.
If we could set it up so people could move around a little bit more easily.
And that's the thing. We need more venues involved. Like, it's not just going down at this venue. It's going down at this venue here, the one next to it, the one down the street from it. We can definitely do that. We just gotta, come together more in Boston and make these types of things happen. I see a lot of, I wouldn't call it animosity, but there's just a lot of, I don't know, back and forth over a market that I really don't even feel is established yet. Like, I don't really feel like one artist is ahead of this artist and this artist is here, but this artist is here, because there's no market. There's no way to rank everybody. Where's the ranking system? We're all still right here. And for any artist to feel that they're up here, it boggles my mind, because I don't see Billboard chart numbers. I don't see rappers on TV all the time or doing whatever. So we all need to come together and create a market before we start fighting over it. You know what I mean? We got to have a market to fight over. And I think that's the main issue in the city. You know what I mean? We need more unity, more things coming together. And I know that's kind of beating a dead horse, but that's what we need.
I think it is happening, though. I think it is happening.
Yeah.
I do think I think what happens is it's very easy to get a big fish, small pond mentality here. It's actually, it's not easy, but you can blow up pretty quick here if you do it right.
Yeah, but see, that's why I do what I do, because I understand all of that. And I also understand how hard it is for artists in this city to get those looks. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we appreciate it.
Absolutely, you know.
It's also interesting here, too, the fans. It seems like Boston fans are always about the new thing.
Yeah.
There's new artists every year that people are into, and then the next year it's like, okay, yeah, but we want the new thing. So it's hard as an artist. They don't really let you stick around. You know, you kind of have a quick.
True, but I've never ran the showcase that way. I've always said, if I rock with your music, you always have a home on my stage. I don't care if you have a 10,000 or 100 followers on Instagram. I don't care if everyone around you isn't rocking with you. If I rock with your music and you have a great stage presence and you're popping, you know what I mean? You're doing, not popping, but you're doing your thing. You have a home at the Good Music Showcase Series. You'll always be popping to us. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how we do our thing. I would never base the next showcase off of just who's making noise. If you see my lineups are purely who we picked to go on stage. You know, it's not about what everyone else is talking about. It's about who we feel deserves to rock with us for that given show.
It's always a balance, because a lot of times I'm like, he put them with them, and they're on it too.
It is what it is, man. Somehow we always make it work.
Yeah,
you know?
And we appreciate, everyone does appreciate that, man. So thank you. No
problem, man. And we're going to keep it going. Like I said, we're 100% locked in for local artistry in Massachusetts and abroad. You know, that's just what it is. It'll never change. It'll never deviate from that. Our goal is to do bigger showcases on bigger stages. Same goals, same everything, but just in a bigger venue, you know, or in a bigger place. You know, we want to start rocking out shows at House of Blues, you know, and we can do that if we get enough people together. It's been done before, but we need to do it more on a consistent basis. So now everyone here is seeing it, but the whole world is seeing okay, they're on to something now.
Yeah.
But we have to show the rest of the world that we can do it first before we can't just wait for people to come to us. We have to bring them to us. You know what I mean? We have to bring it, and we are. This isn't from a place of I'm not complaining. I see it. That's why I do what I do. I'm very positive with it, but the negativity is there, and we got to get it out of there. You know what I mean? We got to stay strong. You know what I mean? 13 years in, you know what I mean? I'm still here. I'm not wavering away. I'm not thinking of quitting. We're still going to be all in no matter what it is. You know what I mean? I have other things going on personally, professionally, that is, away from the showcase, but the showcase is my way of giving back to local artistry, you know what I mean, as much as I can, aside from everything else I got going on, you know what I mean?
Thank you once again.
Absolutely.
We look forward to talking to you on episode 785, season 22.
Can't forget about next week either. We got to talk about next week.
Do you want to talk about it next week right now?
Hey, we can do it, man.
So what's happening next week?
Do it. Next week, I didn't bring the turntables this week, so next week I'm pulling up and I'm playing all local artist music. So I need all local artists to link up with my man Uncle Sam, link up with the team, link up with Amanda, link up with my guy. What's your name again, bro?
Alex,
link up with Alex.
A-ball.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's great. That's what I'm talking about. Great segue.
AlcideMusic@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Submissions at LFODradio.com. Whatever you send.
Absolutely.
Probably send them to him, and
it's got to be clean. It's got to be clean.
Got to make sure.
It's got to be clean. It's got to be dope, too. It's got to be dope. You know what I mean? Send me some dope music, and we'll definitely make it happen. It'll be a great time.
He's talking this talk.
I can't wait. I can't wait to be back up here.
Of local artists hitting them.
Hey, listen, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. music@gmail.com, and it's a double dip because then he'll be sharing with us, so we'll be able to play your music on the radio regularly.
Shout out LFOD everything. There's so many LFODs. I love it. I go on Twitter and try to at you guys, and it's like bang, 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 bang. I'm like, okay, I need to catch up. You know what I mean?
I made a bunch of them private because I thought I was doing too much, but maybe I gotta delete them.
No, man, do your thing, man.
LFOD Radio for all y'all tuning. LFOD Radio and LFOD Life is the big overarching thing. I didn't want to flood this feed. This feed is straight.
Radio.
Absolutely.
Radio.
We got a really important question. Amanda's looking like she wants to get one more in.
Let's get it.
Sure. Hey. So, I notice a lot on your stories that you will say like, hey, I'm out here. I'm the DJ that you can definitely feel free to send your music to. Do you feel, or have you heard, artists struggling with just getting their music played in certain places, venues, clubs, etc.? And is that why you pride yourself so much on being so attainable and reachable?
Absolutely, because I really feel like there isn't many places or consistent places. There's other showcases, there's other things going on, but I really feel like we're always available. Like, there's shows every other week. There's always something going on. So even if you miss us this time, there's always another one. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep rocking out, and I'm just excited to see what the future holds. So not even just for the showcase, there's probably gonna be so many other opportunities that open up from this, and also too. We give back to artists too. Let me add that in as well, because artists can win cash prizes, they can win beats, merch, and studio time. So it's not just you pop up, you perform, and that's it. There's so much more that's involved with it as well too. So don't feel like it's just another showcase, because we're not just another showcase. No artist ever leaves empty-handed from the opener to the headliner.
But I also mean personally for you too, because you DJ and you do your thing outside of the showcase. So I'm saying, like, for you, like, what is your kind of like process of elimination where you're traveling to all these places, South by Southwest, A3C, and all these other artists are giving you music. So now you're not just dealing with, I would like to say, New England artists. So you're not like just dealing with those types of artists, but you're also dealing with people from all over. Like, what is your process of elimination, and like, what do you choose to spin like in certain regions?
I think we've been here so long because we don't have a process of elimination. It's just if it sounds good, then I'm on to it. If it doesn't sound good to me personally, I can even poll my team to see, is it just me, or do you guys still see this person ripping the stage? Because I'm able to look outside myself and just, and see if it's something that works for the people, then we allow it to pass. There's definitely certain songs we've heard that we've asked artists not to perform. Maybe it's like some heavy drug reference or some, we don't really like to censor people, but we make sure that we put quality music up there. Maybe the song wasn't mastered good enough. Maybe it just didn't, sound good enough. But we make sure that we put quality artists on stage all the way out the gate. You know what I mean? So that would be the process with that. And I can't wait to see what we do in the future. We might even have like some sort of like live band, or maybe even a DJ showcase. We have so many different things we're on the table that we're thinking about doing in the future. So nothing won't be touched. You know what I mean?
I see.
Word. Before you get out of here, some might call it the most important question. I think this might be the last time we ask this question for a little while. We might be retiring it after this season. So,
wow.
Really?
Wow. What does Live Free or Die mean to you?
What does it mean to me? Oh, man. It means, well, first of all, it means the times I used to spend up in Manchester when I was younger, out there partying in the middle of the street. And you really realize what Live Free or Die means in New Hampshire when you go up there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely a more carefree vibe. And I would love, honestly, we'll probably take the showcase up there really soon. You know what I mean? We're definitely working with a lot of artists from New Hampshire, and we got a lot of things going on. So that's what it means to me. And we'll show we'll show that one of these days when we do a show up there.
We'll definitely be talking with you about
Absolutely.
that.
Oh, yeah. I'm with it.
Does it mean anything besides running around the streets of Manchester to you? Or
No, not really. But it reminds me because, that's where it's from. So the fun that I had up there, and you really get to see that people in New Hampshire really live free or die. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can say it here in Mass, but people up there live by it, so it's just different. That's probably the last memory I've had of it, but that showed me back then that, okay, you guys really get it in. You guys really do live free or die. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
For me personally, live free or die, I mean, I think that's why I've been rocking so hard. I've been out here just living free, man. You know what I mean? So to me personally, I think that's what separates me from other DJs, that I'm so involved in so many different things. Like you don't know where I'm gonna pop up, and that comes from the way I've lived my life. You know what I mean? I haven't just stuck to one type of thing. You know what I mean? You can catch me at an arena sometime at some point, and you can also catch me at a local bar. You know what I mean? Like I'm not against anything. You know what I mean? I'm really down and ready to take things to the next level, and I appreciate you guys having platforms like this for people like me to come on and speak and get it out there to the people.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Thank you.
I feel like a lot of DJs that are moving right now, shout out Bobby Bangers, DJ Ysham, DJ Slick Vic, DJ Real P, I feel like the ones that are moving the most are the ones that have that kind of same mentality where it's like I could be at a local bar, I could be at an arena, I could be anywhere. So I appreciate you saying that. Hard work.
Absolutely.
Hard work.
I appreciate you.
Word. So this will be online tomorrow. If you're subscribed, you can get it on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Podcast Republic, pretty much any podcast app.
Nice.
If you can't find it, let us know so we can add it. You can get at us at LFOD Radio _ on Twitter. That's where we'll be dropping the links if you aren't subscribed. Submissions at LFODradio.com. Send us some clean records. Send Alcide records, alcidemusic@gmail.com. You can find him at
alcidemusic@gmail.com or at DJ Alcide on Instagram, at DJ _ Alcide on Twitter.
That's what's up. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
No problem.
Last episode.
I know.
I was going to thank you for being here, but thank you for
you're welcome.
the people out there tuning in. Thank you.
Shout out DJ Brina B.
Last episode is going to be next week. We're going to be, actually, Thomas is going to be calling in to get his thoughts. He produces this every week, and we're going to be having the DJ Alcide mix. And
I'm excited because I wasn't expecting that, so I'm definitely going to be here.
So, and then safe travels, A-Ball. Thank you for everything.
I'm so sad.
It's
my
been
last
dope,
moments.
Man. It's really great. Yeah, he didn't know what he was. He told the story somewhere else. I think on It's Lit Boston. He was like, "Yeah, I commented on a Facebook post and I ended up on a radio show." So yeah, it's been cool, man.
Pretty fruitful, I would say.
Yeah, you got a lot of value out of those keystrokes.
Stay ready, man. You never know.
Yeah,
you really don't.
I'm a product of that, bro.
You really don't.
Thanks.
And thank you, Amanda, for everything this year. And
thank you.
Yeah,
I know it went by fast.
it flew.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, Amanda.
Miss you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna miss you too soon.
And shout out to Victoria back home. Shout out Thomas. Shout out Christiana, Lizzie, the whole LFOD crew. This has been great. We're going to get out of here with one for your boy Frank. He just sent us this DJ pack. This is Kamehima game. Kamehameha gang. You're tuned into LFOD Radio.
Yeah.